I'm going to start doing that. Like, next time I go to a bar and there's a UFC fight, next time somebody knocks someone out.
Oh, we did it.
I'm like, yeah, motherfuckers, told you I'd knock that bitch out. Like, that's not new. No. Me and Conor McGregor, man.
You know how hard we trained for that?
He left his face open and we put a knee into it. That's what happened. We did the double leg takedown.
That's the way it goes. Hey, don't you see, excuse me, bro, don't you see my UFC shirt?
You're listening to Nothing Important. Please enjoy the show.
That's great. That works.
Lagunitas last night for the first time.
I called it Lagunitas, actually downstairs from here. There is a bar located 2 floors directly below the studio we're in. I'm recording. And
I called Lagunitas at a bar one time, and they're like, yeah, it's not a Greek god. I said,
oh. I said Lagunitas, and she's like, that sounds like a disease.
Oh, it is Lagunitas.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm about to go fucking blow people's minds downstairs.
What'd you call it?
Lagunitas.
Lagunitas?
No, I'm sorry. Wait. I said Lagunitas.
Oh,
So that sounds like a disease.
Yeah,
it's Lagunitas.
It's Lagunitas, yeah. I went there last night, and
the Blue Lagunitas.
that place is fucking awesome. You walk in. Have you been there?
No.
You walk in, and it's a giant factory-looking brewery, and couldn't figure out where the door was to the brew pub. And you walk in, there's like a little stand. Some people stand there. They check your ID. They're like, oh, yeah, just walk down the hallway, follow the signs. Walk down like this 100-yard hallway. It's all like LED lights and blue, and it looks like you're walking into somewhere to get raped. Then you walk up this commercial stairwell. Then you walk down another hallway, walk all the way around. Like, and it's dead sound, nobody around. Finally, you walk up and you get this other hallway. There's a gift shop, and you walk around the corner. Place is fucking huge, like community, like German style tables, and then a bar in the back, and it was packed.
Huh.
And you couldn't hear a fucking sound from the entire place. Yeah. So I met some guys that I knew through work. We pre-game there before the Hawks game. And it was, it's actually pretty close to my house. I didn't even really know where it was. I thought it was down in Pilsen, it's in Pilsen, but I thought it was down closer to the highway. It's like Ogden and Washtenaw, just past Western. Huh. It's about 5 minutes from the UC.
I just found out Lagunitas was in Chicago 2 minutes ago. I didn't know they were a Chicago brewery.
Well, it's Petaluma, California, and now you see. Look at the labels. You say Lagunitas.
Lagunitas.
You used to say Lagunitas, Petaluma, California.
King Leonidas.
Now underneath it says Petaluma, California, Chicago, Illinois.
They only brew 300 at a time.
See
what I did there? And once again, Flood doesn't get it.
Yeah, it was cool.
I get it. It's a reference to 300, the movie.
We almost got in a fight. We almost got in a fight at the Blackhawks game. We had these really good seats. So I went with this guy I'm friends with.
Was it with a bunch of Persians?
Yeah, so we were standing at the 200 level balcony, and I fucking missile kicked this guy.
This is the madhouse on Madison.
I missile kicked this guy. He died. I went to jail. It was crazy. I just got out yesterday.
You Josh Hamilton him.
I bailed him out before we came here, actually. I picked him up from the jail.
I just told the most ignorant joke on the whole podcast, and you guys just glossed over it.
What?
I said you just Josh Hamilton him.
I don't know what that is.
He's the baseball player that threw the ball at a fan, then he fell over the railing to grab it and died.
What?
You didn't hear at the Rangers game last year? Yeah, he's real beat up about it because he was just flipping a ball to a fan, and the guy was so overzealous. His kid was right next to him, and he just tumbled over the railing and broke his neck.
Holy
reaching
fuck.
for a ball.
See, I can't understand that level of enthusiasm for professional
It was
sports.
a big topic on sports talk radio that week. Like, how do you get that wrapped up in that?
Right, because, I've been to, a handful of professional sports. I'm a terrible city person, especially living in Chicago because it's a big sports town.
Number 3 market in the country for almost everything.
You see, I don't care about sports, but you're antagonistically uncaring about sports.
Antagonistically uncaring about
This
sports?
is true. That's a great way to put it, yes.
Okay, so give me an example of how I'm...
oh, hey, I was in line at Chipotle, and I can't believe I saw Peanut Tillman in front of me. It was crazy. Oh, hey, guys, it's like Blackhawks playoff season, or the Hawks are in the Cup Finals or something. And Flood's like, I hear there's this crazy ice skating competition this evening.
Like when I'm at a Bears game and I start getting texts like, oh, the Bears lost. And like, I'm at the game.
So now tell me how you're not antagonistically.
No, I'm probably antagonistic.
No, you absolutely are. Yes, that's a great way to put it.
Well, the whole concept of jerseys just kind of cracks me up. Not really jerseys when you're going to a sporting event, because I get that. Even though it's not my thing, I get that.
You're repping team colors.
Right. Like, I get that. I totally do, as much shit as I love to get my friends about it.
I will
Like,
not wear a jersey.
I get that.
And I still go to sporting events.
I
but
rock them to games now. I don't really rock them around.
But see,
Generally.
that's the thing is,
And yes, I rock
especially in Chicago, like on a Sunday, like everybody's wearing a Bears jersey, and for some reason that just always cracks me up. And I'll be at Target with my wife, and I'll be like, "Oh my God, it's Bryan Urlacher," and it'll be like this like fat black guy, like with dreadlocks.
Well, but I kind of do that too. Like my friend Sawyer and I, we go to a lot of events and shit together, and almost every event, concert, whatever, we look for Urlacher.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how we say it. Oh, there's Urlacher.
Right, yeah.
There's always an Urlacher jersey anywhere you go.
See, but I always maintain that is cosplay.
It absolutely is.
It absolutely is.
I do not wear sports jerseys just for whatever reason. Doesn't matter. But I always get a kick out of the same guys that are wearing like a Bryan Urlacher jersey would also be that same douchebag who would walk past someone in line to see Star Wars and make fun of the guy dressed up as Han Solo.
Right.
Be like, oh, look at this fucking nerd ass
Right.
pussy here.
Well, that's what I tell
wearing
people.
an Urlacher jersey. And I'm like, you're the same asshole wearing another man's
Right.
work uniform. That'd
is.
be like going on Christmas and going shopping and wearing a UPS shirt that says Steve on it. I'm like, fuck you, you dick.
But I think that's why I'm so antagonistic towards it, is because like I'm a very nerdy individual, you know, like I love video games and comic books. I watch cartoons. I'm a very dorky kind of guy. So like I understand like the enthusiasm and like being into something and being totally nerded out about that. Like I totally get it, but that's where a lot of it stems from, is because I would hear people my entire life like, oh dude, you're a fucking nerd. What are you gonna do? Play Mario? It's like, I don't fucking know, Daryl Strawberry. Why are you fucking
Daryl Strawberry. Well,
Digging
but the
deep.
thing is, but you have your tattoo is related to something else, though. It's actually an achievement of yours.
Right, yeah.
Because you do have a video game character tattooed on your person
I do.
because you broke a record
Right,
pertaining
yeah.
to a video game.
Right, exactly.
And
Allegedly.
so-
He allegedly. broke a record.
Allegedly, yeah.
but it's not like you know, throw on overalls and a green shirt and go running around.
Right, yeah,
You know,
yeah, like-
jumping into people's pipes and shit and taking mushrooms.
Right.
That would be a great theme for a movie, though, wouldn't it?
my wife
I
said,
actually-
actually,
so-
speaking of, I was just going to tell a story. I'll segue into that. I saw The Night Before last night.
wait, you
I
saw
haven't
The Night Before last night, or
The-
you saw
the
The
movie-
Night Before
Yeah, the movie The Night
comma,
Before.
last night?
I went and saw the movie The Night Before
Okay.
last night.
Last night, okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
where Seth Rogen is tripping throughout the entire movie. It's actually really hilarious. But here's the funny thing: is I go and I buy my ticket, and I get my popcorn and my water, and I set my ticket down on the counter to pay more for the fucking refreshments than the price of the ticket.
Right.
And then I go to get my butter, and I realize I don't have my ticket. And the person I went with is already standing inside the theater next to the auditorium. So I'm like, crap, he's fucking waiting on me. I don't know where my ticket is. I'm freaking out. I walk all the way around, get back in line, whatever, go back to the counter. There's my ticket. I grab it, and I walk up to the line, and then the Star Wars mob is running through, and I just get in line. No one checks my ticket.
You got in the Stampede.
Yeah. I could have got into that movie for free. No one checked my ticket. They thought I was part of the Star Wars mob. So
Right.
next time I want to see a movie,
Well, you were, in all fairness, you were in a full Chewbacca costume.
this is true. Well, I look like I'm wearing a full Chewbacca costume. actually.
He wasn't wearing it because
I'm like
He
Teen
was
Wolf.
excited for Star
It was the
Wars.
10:30 show, and at 10 o'clock I turned into a wolf. That's what happened.
but
How's your car surfing ability, though? That's
It's
the
a
real
little
question.
rusty these days. We had to sell the van.
yeah, that's always rough. It's always
Yeah.
rough.
Well, the hardware store didn't do so good, you know.
Right.
It's all those dog whistles.
Another reason why I think I'm kind of antagonistic too is I I think it's I get cheering like yeah, like woo, okay, like I get that, but you have the asshole that takes it too far and like jumps out of a seat and screams at the TV like somebody's gonna miraculously hear that, and then their team wins. They're like, oh yeah, we won by 30 points.
Right? Hey man, I'm a couch puncher.
I hate the Wii thing.
I
hate the Wii thing.
I hate the Wii thing.
It
You have a
bothers
mouse in
the
your
shit
pocket?
out of me. Oh wait, I didn't know you were on the practice squad. So.
Yeah.
What
Right?
number are you? -2.
That's why they wear the jersey, so everybody knows they're Bryan Urlacher.
Although I do support the Blackhawks jersey 00 Griswold on the back. I
Right
will
on.
support that.
Well, that's a movie thing.
Yeah, well, I like movies more than sports.
And the new Vacation movie is actually pretty good.
You know,
But,
I doubt it.
oh, crap. No, I was gonna say something.
No. Like,
Oh, yeah, the Wii thing is it's like I cannot stand people that call into sports talk radio and like discuss trade options and like what the team should do. That alone sucks. And then they throw in a Wii, and it's like,
Right.
"Oh, you fucking Judd Hoyer? Like, what the fuck do you think you are? Like the the president of the team sitting listening to the sixth end of the score, going, "That's what I should sign Brent Zobrist. That's what I should do."
you
It's
know
like
what?
they all think they're
You
in an episode of the league where they
It's fantasy sports.
where they just well, hold on.
You know,
Where they
Ryan
just so
from Ryan from Wilmette has a good point. I do need to trade that player. Like,
Well, I do watch the league, and I think it's funny because they just so happen to run into these sports figures from all over the country,
Right.
in quote unquote Chicago.
He's Eskimo brothers with Adrian Peterson. Yes,
What are they always drinking at? They're always drinking at like Morton's, which
I can't remember Morgan's or something.
Morton's Steakhouse.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Morton's on Rush, and then the inside. It's obviously some studio in LA, but
Right.
it's neither here nor there. I mean, that's just
No, I'm pretty sure it's shot on location.
yeah.
They shut it down every week to film.
Filmed
an
on
episode.
location. The men and women of
I'm
league
going
football.
to start taking my antagonistic anti-sport mentality and kind of flip it on its head, and I'm going to start doing the we thing for individual sports.
Did you see Venus Williams win that freaking the
Oh,
world?
we
beat
really
record?
killed it. We did it.
We did it, Venus.
We did it. We made it. You know, we worked really hard. We were doing wind sprints every day. Every day it's a grind. Got to be honest with you. Every day is a grind.
I think we need to work on our backhand lob a little bit, though.
Right, yeah.
we did this together.
We're
did
not
this
exactly
together.
getting the cut that we want on the ball. It's kind of creating
Yeah.
like a weird spin. So when it hits the clay, now that shit works on a concrete court, but like when it hits the clay, it kind of gives like a weird angle, and you're opening up.
Oh, and don't get us started on grass.
Yeah.
Don't get us started.
right. So, that's something we really need to work on, and we really got to buckle down if we're gonna win. If we're gonna win, what's
The French Open.
Yeah, if we're gonna win the French Open this year, we really got to start working on that shit. I'm gonna start doing that. Like next time I go to a bar and there's a UFC fight, next time somebody knocks someone off,
Oh, we did it.
I'm like, yeah, motherfuckers, told you I'd knock that bitch out. Like that's not new. No. Me and Conor McGregor, man.
You know how hard
we
we
don't
trained
understand
for
that
that?
shit.
He left his face open, and we put a knee into
Yeah,
it. That's what happened. We did the double leg
That's the way it
takedown.
goes. Hey, don't you see? Excuse me, bro. Don't you see my UFC shirt? I don't know if you know this, but I trained.
You
bro.
got to have a picture of his face on the T-shirt.
right. Yeah.
Fuck that, dude. I'm one upping you. I'm going to the bar in my little fucking tiny shorts that they
Singlet?
wear.
Right. Yeah. The fight shorts, the board shorts.
I'm wearing my little fight shorts. Fucking no shoes. Going in with the gloves on, mouth guard in, all
What?
Vaselined up and shit.
Right, and
Like,
you-
let's
and you got-
fucking do this.
Right, you got to do. But if you do that, you got to go hardcore. So like the day before, we got to bring in a scale,
Right.
and you strip down to your underwear, and we'll weigh you in front of everybody.
Oh,
Then
hey,
you got to have a pre-fight press conference where you do the pose.
Right? Yeah.
let's. I'm just saying. I want to emulate. The guys.
Well,
that
then
were-
again, like it's not like football players like emulate the coin toss,
Mm-hmm.
and like
No, they don't.
walkthroughs.
They just show up and drink beer wearing the uniform of the person they're supporting.
right.
I'm going to
Only
show
on game
up,
day. Yeah,
drink
so,
beer
um,
wearing the uniform of the person I'm supporting.
Yeah, exactly.
Down to the T uniform. Though.
Right. No shoes either. You got to go barefoot. Barefoot and a cup.
Yeah. Well. Fight
You got,
shorts.
yeah, and what you got to do is you got to have a friend draw a circle out and then smack the cup to make sure that you're wearing it. Just a tap with the back of the hand behind the ears. Make sure you're not greasing too much. Make sure you're not sweaty under the armpits. Smack the cup. Pat them on the head. Tell them that they're good to go.
I'm in. Let's do it.
And then every round you gotta like spit into a bucket,
Right,
take
so-
a bottle of water. Someone's gotta cut you.
I'm
No,
just
you're
saying,
going overboard. I just want to go there in the uniform, drink beer, and watch us play.
Just
Right.
just drop a wee and you're good.
I got to be honest. It's been a big week for me. Not only did I knock out Ronda Rousey, but I totally beat Aldo in 13 seconds. It was pretty. And I was pretty confident going in. They like to play a lot of mind games. I thought, they were shit talking the whole time.
But I felt that we trained hard enough. And we were prepared.
I trusted our trainer. I listened to what he said. I had a fucking 6-month camp. I made sure to peak at the right times. It was a rough weight cut. Rough weight cut. Barely made it, but
adjusting to that new diet was a little rough. Yeah.
it was. But
I think I'm gonna profess at the bar how indifferent I am to the particular training styles of that trainer and say that I think we could have done things better.
We didn't make a trade.
If we were, I think we should have worked the heavy bag, another 18, 20 hours a week. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe,
we could have won this.
train to win.
Well,
Train to win.
I win to train.
That would be fucking awesome. I swear to God, I'm going to do that next time.
Oh
We
my God.
fucking did it.
Well,
We
the best
did it.
thing
We
is,
did it, baby.
if some fucking lanky, out of shape asshole like me shows up to the bar and I'm behind Donald Cerrone on his next title fight for the middleweight, and I'm wearing his exact fucking shorts with those weird eyes on the back of it or some shit, and I'm gonna have the cowboy hat on. That's all I'm coming to the bar with.
Ben.
I want to watch I would do that with a tennis match. Wear the short skirt.
Oh.
With the tennis balls in the pockets.
Oh, so you're
And then every time she swings, I do the grunt with her.
I'm
Top spin.
identifying as a female player. Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah, I identify as a female tennis player, yes.
Well, now we have to.
It's all on my quest to be Woman of the Year. All you gotta do is murder somebody and tell people you're gonna cut your dick off and not do
now
it.
you got to start.
Buckle up, buckaroos.
Like any pseudo accomplishment anybody has, I'm just gonna start be like, I'm just gonna start taking over employee of the month at work. Be like, yeah, we did it. It's nice that we got the parking spot. Pretty cool. Got my name engraved at Things Remembered at the mall across the street. Put that right up there with my Polaroid picture. It feels good to know I'm making a contribution to
Well,
the
as
team.
soon as I joined the team, I set this as a goal.
Right.
And I've been working hard to achieve that goal every day since. And it's nice to see my hard work is not only appreciated, but acknowledged.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Way to go, Lupe. We really cleaned those rooms together. It was nice.
Right.
And then I'll be in the audience at your award ceremony. We did it.
Yep. Like one of the biggest moments in my life is when we were elected president of the United States. That's pretty sweet,
Yeah.
Coming from, like a kid with a broken family in Hawaii, all the way up through the Illinois State Senate, into currently being the first black president. I feel it's a pretty big time in my life. I feel that it actually means something, and
Yes, we can.
yes, we can. And,
Yes,
I am the change that you hope for, and I'm,
Be the change you want to see in the world, my friend.
I just hope I can change.
that's why I hate.
I just hope I can make change.
I just realized too. So I walked across the studio, and there was a random charger over there.
Mhm.
So I plugged my phone into it,
Mhm.
and as I did that, I started thinking about recently, like going out to bars and restaurants. It's funny how people are bringing chargers to like bars and restaurants.
Bars
are
are-
battery.
Oh, forever.
Are built with power outlets in front of like every third stool now and shit.
Yeah.
Right. I just find that's such a weird.
It's the world we live in, my friend.
I know, but to like haul a charger around everywhere.
The Starbucks I go to they installed the wireless charging docks on the counter on the one side next to the bar.
I'm sorry, I stopped paying attention when he said Starbucks.
Starbucks is the absolute worst place in the world.
I don't know, they give you like mediocre coffee and it's quick. So fuck off.
I ran a business.
If you want mediocre and quick, you could date me.
I ran a business that had a Starbucks inside of it, right? So I didn't run a Starbucks, but I ran a business that had a Starbucks placed inside of it, right? So I had to go.
So what? So you ran a
It was impregnated.
business
It was impregnated
and
by
it had a
Starbucks.
Starbucks next to it?
inside of it.
No.
So it was
No, see, what it's a building And then there's like other businesses that can be inside that.
Oh,
it's
so-
inside.
Wait, so you ran a business
Right.
and it had a Starbucks.
I think it was Starbucks?
Starbucks.
Yeah, it was Starbucks.
It was not Tugboat Coffee, which you should check out at tugboatcoffee.com. It was definitely a Starbucks.
So you ran a
Good plug,
business
good
and you
plug.
had Dunkin' Donuts where?
Right across the street.
I would say it's in a neighboring town.
Oh, okay.
But I had to learn their menu, like the basics of their menu and the way they create shit. Literally everything at Starbucks is a shot of espresso and a ton of fucking milk.
Oh, espresso?
Espresso.
S.
X.
Espresso.
Yeah, everything.
Pro.
I did an espresso one time. I was in the middle of an 18-hour music session. A lot of us had been consuming some psychological things, and the engineer needed a shot of espresso. So we walked down to Starbucks and got one, and it didn't do shit for me. He was all, the engineer, because I was interning, the engineer was all...
Shouldn't you just be doing cocaine at that point? Like 18
I think they
hours
were
in?
out of blow.
Oh, okay. Well,
No lie, I've seen those guys that you walked into the studio.
checks out. Of course,
Yeah.
why not?
But I guess they must have been out because, yeah, we walked down to Starbucks. Didn't do
Yeah,
shit for me. But
it's gotta be
the
like
point
very-
is, didn't do shit for me. Espresso, yeah.
Yeah, it's because it's just fucking coffee, bro.
Well, everybody else seemed to get all hyped off of it. Maybe I was too tired or something, or just too ego-ish.
Or maybe they were drinking it to get the drip out of their fucking throat.
No, they weren't doing any blow that session.
You know what's weird to me about cocaine is that,
People use it.
well, I don't get that, but whatever.
Actually,
I'm
I
totally
do.
one of these people
In
like
this industry, I get why people use it.
Like I think really my whole view on like drug use is like fundamentally I'm like, hey, use whatever you want. But my biggest annoyance is when people can't shut the fuck up about the drugs that they choose to use. Like so like
Cocaine is like a Kickstarter for your mouth.
right. But what's weird to me about cocaine is that we had a band for so many years and ran into so many people that I didn't see actual cocaine in front of me until I was like 26.
Yeah, I was early 20s. I was in a band with guys that would use, and I never.
Well, they say that
Join
most people
them.
normally wouldn't like it. It just smells so good.
Right.
I've seen people do it, you know, in the past and stuff like that, but it's not something I could bring myself to do because you walk into a room and there's dust and you start sneezing, you know, and it sucks to get like shit up your nose. So like for me, the barrier would probably be intentionally putting shit up my nose. I don't think I could.
I had a
handle-
sneezing fit last night. That was about 23 sneezes.
Was it because of cocaine?
No.
I'm not saying Dave from Nothing Important Podcast uses cocaine. I'm just saying Dave from Nothing Important Podcast uses a lot of cocaine.
No, see, my whole thing about it is you don't shut the fuck up, which you know that's not me. And you know, the whole like nosebleeds and like your jaw doesn't stop waving and the wild look in your eyes, and it's just
I don't
nothing
like it.
appealing about it.
I don't like it when people don't own it. Like I don't like it when people don't own the fact that you do cocaine. Like the little code words, like I like to party.
Yeah.
Like they're so
You like to ride the white lady?
Yeah, motherfucker. just say you're gonna snort a line of cocaine. It's the same thing with weed. Like I'm not a weed smoker, and at times when I have smoked, I'm like the worst ever. Like I'll laugh for like 5 minutes, fall asleep, and then like half a day later I wake up. Like I totally Dave can attest, right?
No, I cannot attest to you using any sort of that marijuana.
Oh well, I've dabbled. I mean, just like anybody else, you know, I've tried it, but
I've heard the only thing I heard about you from a very, very long time ago is that you are hilarious on it.
I probably am because I probably spaz out like a fucking retard, and I'm probably the only person that okay, everybody who smokes weed is like, man, all the PSA announcements and shit are total bullshit because it doesn't make people want to try to fly. It doesn't make them go fucking crazy. But
No.
I'm probably the only person that it actually probably affects like that.
No.
Like if I'm high on weed, I'm probably totally the guy that's like, oh man, I'm gonna fly off this fucking balcony.
Oh no, you would just be like,
and then I'd fall asleep. Absolutely. But people that, especially weed, because it's not that big of a fucking deal anymore. You
Right.
know, like even for people like me, like I don't like it. I don't think it's edgy. I don't think it's even
No.
any of a big deal.
It's not even edgy anymore. It's commonplace.
Right,
Like
and
there's studies being done to see how the legalization trends are affecting alcohol sales.
And I'm sure it is, but like
that's how this being compared.
I could give a fuck less if it's legalized. I have no dog in the fight. I could give a fuck less if it stays illegal. But I hate it when people talk about it, but they can't just say I smoke weed or had, like smoked a joint. They always have like little code words and phrases for it.
Yeah, like I got high. Fucking posers.
I just roasted a bone.
But I think
I'm gonna go pop me a 1-y.
If they are gonna legalize it, I think it should come with a universal agreement that look, we'll legalize weed, right? Everybody can smoke weed. We're cool with that. Just as long as we all have an agreement that everybody that smokes weed just shuts the fuck up about smoking weed. Like, just stop talking about it.
I would augment that, if I may, augment your proposal.
Okay.
With you are accepted to talk about it as much as a drunk talks about alcohol.
That's another fucking thing. A lot of people I know that drink, like we'll talk about the after effects. Oh, man, I'm fucking hungover because I got wasted.
Well, that's just talking about your feelings.
Right, but like I really haven't run into a lot of man, I'm gonna drink like a fucking 12-pack. You know what I mean? Like people say they're gonna go out and drink. I don't know. Like maybe it's just because alcohol is more of a universally accepted thing, just because of the tradition.
Well, it's something you outgrow. Because when you're younger, everybody's I had this many beers the other night. Oh, we're gonna go.
Okay, let's write this down and let's come to an agreement here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So, marijuana can be legalized, but we are going to illegalize patchouli oil, Birkenstocks, dreads, and hairy bushes.
No, to the last two.
What? Get the fuck out of here.
And then at the same time,
hairy bush is not on my behalf, but there is a market for that.
Yeah, okay.
And dreads.
Yeah, it was called the 1970s.
But at the same time, then we for your request for drinkers, we're going to illegalize backwards hats, Nike sandals, and what else here?
Shaved bushes,
sports jerseys.
But we're all cool with keeping the date rape, though, right? Like we're all cool with that.
Well, we'll still keep the implication.
I'm not saying
implication. Yes.
Right. I'm not saying date rape's cool. I'm just saying like it comes part and parcel of it, right? Like that's okay, right? Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
I was pointing out how you probably don't get the implication reference.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Is that a movie reference?
Television show.
Yes.
That I keep telling you to watch.
Always Sunny.
Always Sunny.
I gotta watch that. Everybody fucking talks about it.
I'm not going to quote it because
there's 11 fucking seasons worth, and all of them are good.
Yeah,
which is weird. Like this show stayed good through 10 seasons.
Yeah, last one's coming out here soon. So why don't you get on the train?
Yeah, man, hop on that trolley, the white trolley.
Be sure to follow Nothing Important online at nothingimportantpodcast.com. Find us on iTunes, on Twitter at NotImportantPC, and you can also find us on Facebook. Nothing Important is recorded with help from Third City Sound in Joliet, Illinois. Thanks for being awesome.